That's right. Welcome back, everybody. Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. I am your girl, Merideth.
I'm your girl, Jen.
Ooh, a little out of breath, but she made it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Here from 8 to 10 every Saturday morning. And we are some troopers because, 8 to 10, and we're human, and we got some coffee in us. You got to make it work.
I was going to say, that's what people don't understand is I drink a coffee and half a Dr. Pepper in the first hour.
Bam.
Okay? When that hour's over, I need to go to the ladies' room.
I wish. Well, I'll try to have.
Well, because we were on from 8 to 9, and so when the show ended, that's where I went. As I went to the restroom, and then we extended it.
Yeah. Well, and of course, the listeners, they were saying, hey, we want some more action. We needed more than just an hour. And so we were like all over it. But that's the one thing we just had to add a little bit of extra time in during the break. But no, we're happy to do it, right? Every
Absolutely.
Saturday morning.
Absolutely.
We don't mind at all. And frankly, it was just so funny because I hope, and listeners, if you're just tuning in, we have our YouTube channel too. So, of course, you get the pleasure of listening live, but you can also watch the show. And for y'all, I will do a quick little, I'll let you know on the YouTube, you get to see her when I'm closing the last segment. As I'm like saying goodbye, she's already hustling, like she's dropping. Again, these are just the pluses of being, of course, subscribers on our YouTube channel.
Throws me under the bus on the radio. Look, she's already up and running. And
no, it was just so blue and funny. Like you're straight up like, see ya. I got something to do. But welcome back, guys. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, you missed out on some great fun we had with Christy. She's here. She joined us earlier in the 8 o'clock hour talking about the Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival. And it was so great to hear about the great things going on here, the live music, the activities, the attractions, the food. I mean, it's just can I say it? Extravaganza. I can't help
there
it.
Is,
oh, good night. Y'all are so sweet because I know everybody's probably sick of my voice in that one. But yeah, it really is like all over the place, taking over downtown. One of the greatest things, and so many great people out here. I mean, between the staff, the volunteers, I'm telling you, I was here 6:45 this morning, and people were already hustling, making everything nice. And man, it's great. So definitely look at the roads before you try to make your way, but they already know about it. So they already made a shuttle available at the Target right there at I-45 and I-45 and 105.
Yeah.
Trying to make it easy, and it's free shuttle. So they make it so easy for everybody to get plugged in and enjoy it. It's family friendly. Also great for, if you're out single, wanting to get and have some fun too. So it's just all around wonderful event going on from now until tomorrow night. So definitely make your way here. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes.
That being said, for the rest of the hour, I wanted us to actually, because, first we got to share some sweetness, and then we're going to get to Dreamland and then talk about what's coming up next. So let's do some sweetness. What do you think about that, huh?
Yes, let's do that. Hashtag.
Oh,
share the sweetness.
Hashtag share the sweetness. How do you do a hashtag hand? Oh, okay. All right. See, that's why she's my social media queen, because here I am like trying to chop myself.
Hashtag share the sweetness.
But for some reason, I have to do like a double time, like a French kiss, on the cheek, double cheek. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, yes. What's some of that sweetness you've heard about?
This is so sweet. Really, it is.
Oh.
Hey, obviously people know that we were just affected by Hurricane Harvey in a big way. So Ashley Reel, a 15-year-old from Dallas, organized a social media campaign to help find dresses for girls for homecoming.
Oh.
That were affected by the hurricane. Yeah. Carissa Villarreal's first high school homecoming is just a few days away, and the teen had nothing to wear. The Houston teen had nothing to wear because all of her clothes were among the belongings that were swept away by the hurricane. Her mom, Rosa, said the floodwaters overtook them within minutes, but some thoughtful strangers stepped up to save homecoming for Villarreal and other kids at her school after 3,000 beautiful dresses were donated from around the nation.
That blows my mind. So one young lady in Dallas
Yes.
was able to help, start.
Organized a social media campaign for schools affected by the hurricane.
That just blows my mind because, 3,000 dresses. Wow. Thank you to everyone who was able to contribute and get the word out about that. Well, and really, those are the small things that we take for granted as far as,
Absolutely.
you're like, well, but when you're a teenage girl or a teenage boy and you're wanting to, still have that normalcy.
That's right.
And we all look forward to those fun social things in our lives, that it just makes such a world of difference that people go out there and care, and that's so awesome. So, and of course, being pretty much in our backyard, a Houstonian benefiting from it, and of course, a Texan starting it all. So proud of these.
That's right.
So proud of that young lady. What's her name again? The one that started it?
Ashley Real.
Yes, much love, Ashley, and good job, darling, because that's how you take the power of social media and you do right.
I'm saying, for real.
Share the sweetness, people. Hashtag share the sweetness.
Hashtag
Don't swear the sweetness. No,
we're gonna swear the
sheetness. We're gonna share the sweetness.
We're gonna share the sweetness.
Oh, well, she does. I guess once a month, Jen will mess up her words. Me, on the other hand, it's like every 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, but that's some great sweetness. I love that. And of course, homecoming season, by the way, I was surprised that homecoming came so quick in this area town.
Yes.
I was hanging out with some Houston friends last weekend and they were getting ready for homecoming. I was like, you don't already have it? And they said, no, it's in October, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, that's how it was when I grew up, is that there was homecoming in October, not this like September stuff. It just happened so quick.
Speaking of homecoming real quick, since we are in Conroe's homecoming is next Saturday, October 21st.
Oh, okay.
And that morning, they are going to be having an alumni breakfast.
Are you going?
A homecoming alumni breakfast. And I believe it's $10 a person. I don't know.
Oh, wait, you can't go that morning because you're going to be
here. Yeah. No, I'm not going.
Dang it. Yeah, because I would just remember like, well, if it's Saturday morning, then you're done.
Yeah,
you can't go.
I didn't go to my reunions either.
Oh, yeah, me either. But, I didn't really, attendance is kind of a loose term when we say, Meredith attended this school.
Right.
So I hung out with everybody from Sharpstown, or my girls were from Sharpstown. I didn't hang out with everybody there, but.
Right.
My besties were from Sharpstown High School and Lamar High School in Houston. I went to Elkins High School in Missouri City.
Oh, okay.
So most of the time, I'd be making a beeline to their house, and much love to Elkins, much love to Mo City people. Because, of course I had some friends, but my tight crew that were my everyday go-tos were, on a different side of town. Yeah, I was about to say, so yeah.
I actually had cousins that graduated from Dulles
High
School, yeah.
Oh, what's so funny is last week, too, just totally random. We'll get to another sweetness in a second. A couple of our church family members, the newer ones, we were chit-chatting, getting to know them. They know some of the people that, from Sharpstown. Huh. And I was blown away. I was like, hold up, Dave Sartain? Like, what in the world? So I went and got Baby. I was like, Baby, and sure enough, I had no idea that they were, and so of course I was like, I'm so glad we got some more Sharpstown people representing. And I'm like, I'm not a Sharpstown, but I pretty much,
right.
I don't claim it, but I like to, I claim the people, some of,
right.
Some of the
I gotcha.
people.
I gotcha.
So it was just really cool to know that we're not the only ones that came from Southwest Houston to Montgomery, Conroe area, which totally blows my mind to this day. But I love it,
Yes.
And it's awesome to be here. So, all right, sorry, squirrel action there, but yes. Another share the sweetness, guys. I saw this and I had to just give it some praise because the 16-year-old first African-American to win Miss Illinois Teen USA in history. That's 34-year history, guys. Her name's Sydney Dion Bennett. Didn't aspire to be anyone else when she was a little girl, and she was she has a 10-year and counting ballerina career so far, history.
Right.
And first of all, that blows my mind. And her friends would often call her to be like Misty Copeland. So she didn't want to hear any of that. She lived by the mantra, be yourself. Everybody else is already taken. Isn't that great? I love that.
I love that.
So Bennett recently, like I said, made history as the first African-American to be crowned Miss Illinois Teen USA in the pageant's 34-year existence. The excitement about the historic crowning has just been contagious, and even President Randy Duncan, chair of the dance department at the Chicago Academy for Arts, teaches Bennett 2 days a week at the Performing and Visual Arts High School, and says he was thrilled with Sydney's win, saying it was absolutely fantastic that she was the first African American to win this title. This was only Bennett's second time competing in a pageant. Can you believe that?
Wow.
She earned a second runner-up last year in Miss Illinois' Teen USA, and her next one will be competing for a crown nationally to be Miss Teen USA. So we're going to wish her the best of luck, Sydney. That's awesome. I love, of course, girls going out there and being some go-getters and breaking all the new records.
Yes.
So happy for Sydney. And of course, she may not be a Texan, but she still deserves a lot of praise, right? So
Yes.
much love,
Yes.
Sydney. So excited. And I was telling Jen when I saw this article, and not to be completely like all about the looks, but talk about gorgeous. I was just like, oh my goodness. Just on that. Now, of course, I know all the pageant stuff is not just on looks. You've got to have the talent. And of course, 10 years in being a ballerina, I'm sure she can dance, and jump and
Right.
I guess frolic's not a ballerina word, but she could do it all. And I'm sure she's smart as all get out too. So it's just
Right.
really awesome, all that stuff. Now I've got visions of ballerinas frolicking down in the field. Okay. But yeah, so I love sharing the sweetness. And I know you do too. A lot of our listeners reach out and tell us how much fun it is to, hear something nice. In
Yes.
this day and age, we don't always get the luxury, sad enough, to be able to hear all the good stuff.
That's right.
And that's something we love to do because we don't, we may have to deal with it, but we don't like the drama, right?
Right.
So we love to highlight the good stuff. So why don't you help us highlight it too? # share the sweetness.
That's
people.
right. Let's make it trend.
Right,
Say something
right.
nice about someone.
I know it can happen. Something else that's going to happen actually, because we love to go. We're some hustlers.
Yes.
And we also love to dream a bit. So
Absolutely.
a little dreamland, maybe. What you
Yeah.
think? Oh,
Yeah.
yay! Okay, guys, you got to stay tuned. We've got Dreamland, part of Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. We've got that coming up next. Why don't you join us so you can hear about it?